Hey y'all, how you guys doing today? I decided to start another new series entitled Couch Talks, where I discuss different events for the week, the day, the month, whatever. Different news around the internet, various sources. So today's the first episode, of course. It's just me, pretty much sitting on a couch. It's self-explanatory. Just sitting up, my feet propped up, and just talking about a bunch of issues. Because honestly, there's too much going on to not be talking about it on a daily basis. Weekly shows are okay, but I mean, come on, 7 days in between each episode. So I just thought I might as well do a couch talk series. So the first topic we're going to talk about today happens to be, if you've probably read by now, probably on Twitter. I don't even know what to call this thing. The person who's supposed to be running the U.S. Called on the NFL to suspend Marshawn Lynch. Now, here's the thing, okay? I ain't trying to say too much, but I will say that the whatever it is was mad at him for basically standing during the Mexican national anthem and sitting during the U.S. national anthem during that game with the New England Patriots. Now, we got 1,000,001 things going on in the world right now. Okay, we got a lot. Okay, got a hands full. And he worried about that. But you should be worried about some other more important things. Well, anyhow, it appears that his whatever he's trying to do ain't working. Because we live in a world where it's digital. We're in a digital age. Social media is like the new high. So you're going to have people that are going to be for and against certain things. And it appears from the world that they don't really care what he got to say. One person on the internet said, "Good morning. We now have another name to add to the list. Marshawn Lynch. The President of the United States clearly loves to attack black people." And that was said through Twitter. The next person that said something else was another user. The hashtag, hell with the NFL. The NFL is all about ignorance, whether the players, Goodell, or owners. Political protests, horrible injuries, arrests, and violent crimes, all part of Goodell's era. Appalling. Hashtag MAGA. Hashtag Trump train. Hashtag America first. So you can see that people clearly are heated, Another person said, "I stand with Marshawn Lynch, and I sit with him too. It is our right as Americans to protest peacefully." Very true. So as you see, this is just like breaking news. This is just all over the place. Twitter made it a moment. When they make their stories and moments, that became a moment. But I just think it's crazy, that people are just so concerned about the wrong things, the wrong things. And they're so concerned about everybody else but themselves. Yeah. This is really, really sad, Hopefully everybody can work through that situation and everybody can move forward in a positive way. So we're going to leave that situation where it's at, and we're going to move on to the next topic. Now, this one here is pretty heated. I mean, yeah, it's pretty. This one here is yeah. Well, as y'all know by now, Charles Manson dies at the age of 83. Okay. And if you guys don't really know who he is, I'm gonna give you a brief on it. Okay. trying to put this in the smallest words as I possibly can. If you're familiar about the Manson murders that happened way back before we were born, well, he was sentenced to life. And it was very gruesome. Just thinking about it just was gruesome. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. Basically, he was the head of like this mastermind of 1969 killing sprees. That included basically the murdering of actress Sharon Tate, as well as 6 other people. Okay. He was, of course, in California. Of course, he was in prison in California. At the time he was sentenced, they didn't really have life in California. They didn't really have the life sentence with parole, with the possibility of parole. So therefore, he was just sentenced to life. And he had been denied parole like a dozen times. So they weren't going to let him out. What he did and what the rest of them did was horrible. It just was there's no words that can describe that, you know. So that happened today. Okay. So we're going to move on from that topic because that one's slightly a little more heated than the previous topic. Okay. I didn't want to elaborate too much on that one. That one was just, woo, you know. Well, in some good heroic news today, Harrison Ford basically rescued a person from a car crash. There was a woman who ran her car off of a California highway. And she was transported to the hospital, of course, with minor injuries. But Harrison Ford helped her out. Basically off of Route 126 in Ventura County. Is where it happened. And that just goes to show that there are still good people in the world. No matter how much crazy stuff we got going on. No matter what's this, what's that, there are still good people in the world. Okay. Stories like that should make you feel really good. Really, really good. And he was just a good Samaritan. He would just, just helping like everybody else would, I'm just impressed, I'm happy to hear that he did such a thing, And it's good to hear about a guy trending for something good, because there's a lot of things going on right now, and it's good to hear something good being trending or being tweeted about or being put on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, and that's that. Okay. Now, those are the 3 topics I wanted to just start with today on this couch talk. But don't hesitate to comment in the comment section. Feel free to share. Feel free to like, bookmark, add to a playlist, whatever. I'm always open for suggestions, new ideas, all of this good stuff. My social media links are in my bio and in my banner. So that way you guys can, of course, follow me. Keep up with me. But before I leave out today, I would like to read a Bible verse. Okay? And this one is from Psalm 63, verses 3 through 4. And I'm reading from the New International Version, NIV. And it says, "Because your love is better than life, my lips will glorify you. I will praise you as long as I live, and in your name I will lift up my hands. That right there gives so much inspiration, so much motivation to want to do better. So, we ain't perfect, but every day we strive to be. A verse like that just keeps you going. It's just motivational, you know. But I thought I'd leave you guys with that, and I'll be back soon with another couch talk. But in the meantime, you guys be easy, you be blessed, take it easy, be positive, be great, all the good things, sugar, spice, and everything else nice, of course. But until the next couch talk, peace.